Have you ever snuck a girl over, done something while I was home? Nope. Not in my house.
Young Godfather, no leash, no chain. I'm a dog, no collar. Puerto Rican flair, the mama's trying to holler. Better step back for my wife. You have a problem. Chilling in France, I need that advance.
You ready to go, mommy? You ready to do it? What's good, y'all? What's going on? Welcome back to the FYTB podcast. It's your man, J Shan the Don, J Breezy, J Dollars. What's my nickname, Ma? What'd you call me?
Jaquan.
Jaquan. I don't know where she got that from. That's not my name. Tell them who you are. Tell them why you're here.
I am his.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm his mother. Hello, everyone.
Talk into the Ma. You gotta turn the mic. Yeah, get comfortable, bro. You look.
I'm gonna have to charge you for this, okay? Episode.
Charge my own mom. Y'all see where I get it from. And so today, in honor of Mother's Day, we're gonna have. I have some questions in my hand. She has some questions in her hand.
Which I'm not gonna ask, but go ahead.
She's gonna ask the questions that's in her hand, and we're gonna get a little uncomfy today. Let's do it, Ma. You ready? You want to go first? Should I go first?
Go. Knock yourself out.
Want me to go first? All right, let me shuffle this.
This is your show.
That's true. It is my show, right? Did you think about getting me aborted? Was that a conversation that you and my dad had?
No.
Y'all didn't think about it at all?
No.
You was pregnant. You was like, I'm keeping this shit.
No.
You want to explain? You want to tell me? So how did the
No comment.
How did the decision come up to keep me?
I was young. I was 17, and
Damn.
That's it. Yep. There we go.
Can I have sex ed class in your school?
Nope.
So
I was on the run.
Condoms. Oh, okay, got you.
Okay. I ran away from home.
That's not even part of the question.
Well, I'm telling you, so I had to make these decisions on my own.
All right, there we go. Now you know. I know. I didn't know that. There we go. Now I know something else about you. So yeah, I didn't think about getting me aborted at all. You knew you was pregnant and you was keeping me.
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead.
Nope, keep going.
It's 1 and 1, brother. We not. It's 1 and 1.
Okay. First of all, this says titties or ass.
So are you asking me if I'm a titty or ass man?
Are you a titty or ass man? Hold on. First, before you answer this question, I really believe that you're neither titty nor ass. You like petite girls that they can have a mix of a little bit, but not too much. I don't really know. I don't think that you are like taking after your black side. You might take after your Mexican side because, they don't have no ass, but,
All right.
or titties. But go ahead, answer the question.
Why do you think that about me, first and foremost? Why do you think that I'm neither?
Because I've seen you with a lot of girls.
Okay, but those just...
And when I took him for the first time last year for his birthday to the strip club.
It was not my birthday. I had just had my son. It was in January. It was not for my birthday.
Well, it was close to your birthday or whatever.
My birthday's in June.
Okay, whatever. I know when I gave birth to you, okay? I have the cut to prove it.
You don't gotta show nobody. All right.
Anyways,
no, we're doing
like what I was saying was I took him to the strip club his first time, and he was with a girl with big titties and big ass, but he was scared. She gave the number. He didn't call her. He was scared. She was so into him, and he was acting so scared.
What?
But anyways, answer the question.
What girl gave me her number?
The stripper. I actually have the video still. One day I will show it to you guys. But go ahead.
Making up stories. I did not get the stripper number.
I still have the video.
I was nervous, right? It was my first time. Since you want to tell the story, I was nervous to be grabbing on them because I didn't want to just be I don't know these girls, I didn't want to be grabbing on them so fake. I just, I was just...
Like I said, he doesn't know what to do with big ass and big titties.
If I knew the girl, I would know. I'm an ass man, Ma. All right? I'm an ass man. All right? I am.
You're an ass man? So why none of your girls have asses?
That's just the girls that I end up with. That's not the girls that I be,
That you be hitting and quitting?
Yeah, right? Like those girls be having big asses.
But that's the most important thing because if you're an ass man, you would have ended up with a girl with ass. Well, go ahead. Okay. So you're an ass man, he says. Go ahead. Next.
Thank you, Ma. Let me see what else we got for you. What's the most embarrassing thing you ever caught me doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I don't really take anything embarrassing.
You're lying. When I was 13,
I'm not lying. I said I don't think I caught you doing anything embarrassing.
I was in the bathroom. And you didn't catch me doing nothing, but you caught me like putting my phone away mad fast. You told me, give me your phone. I was watching porn, bro. And he told my dad, remember? And my dad came to pick me up. You told him. I had to hear about it all weekend.
That didn't embarrass me. That would have
Nigga,
embarrassed
it's
you.
about embarrassing me. What's the most embarrassing thing you ever caught me doing?
Yeah, but okay, so you didn't answer. You didn't ask the question. You didn't say.
I'm sorry.
What was the most embarrassing thing?
That's what I just said.
No, but it sounded like you were saying like that I was embarrassed by it.
You don't get embarrassed by me?
No.
I'm happy to know that. Thank
You're
you.
my kid. So.
Clearly you don't watch enough of these episodes if you're not embarrassed by me.
No, I've watched a few and you know, it's just you're just you. But go ahead.
So what's the most embarrassing thing you ever caught me doing?
That's what I'm saying. You know what? Actually, when you were, I want to say 8 to 9, he came in the room and he said that he found my fabricator, which he meant vibrator, but at the time he said it was a fabricator. And yeah.
I don't remember that. I said that to you?
Yes.
And what did you say?
Ask your aunts. Well, so that was kind of embarrassing.
You was embarrassed?
Yes, because I was like, this boy is so freaking nosy. This little motherfucker was so nosy, I'm telling you. But anyways, yeah, that was kind of embarrassing for you to find it. And you was like, yeah, I found your vibrator, whatever you called it. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did I bring it to you or I just said I found it?
No, you said it was in the closet.
Gross.
But I think it was like a lot of people in the house at that time. Like Jesse, B, like everybody.
All my girlfriends. Wonderful.
They were not none of your girlfriends.
They was my girlfriends.
In your head.
My mom used to have a couple roommates, right? It was who? Jesse?
They weren't my roommates. The only Denise was my roommate.
Oh, so it was just your homegirls?
Yeah.
They was always there, though. It felt like they lived there. They lived there.
We were close, but we still are friends, all of us.
Damn, they was always there,
They're
right?
still all my friends.
They're all your friends still?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Every
single one of them.
I'll still talk to every single one of them. So it was Jess, it was Denise, and it was B. And those were all my 3 girlfriends, and they would take me, to eat and stuff like that.
In his head, but okay.
They was my girlfriends. My mom don't like to admit it because they was her friends, That's crossing a boundary or whatever, right? But those are my girlfriends or whatever, and we gotta rock it how we need to rock.
In your head, they were your girlfriends.
Listen, bro, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Oh, you gotta ask the next question. But you have to ask all of them.
Cooking from 1 to 10.
Ma, you're like a 7, a 6 or 7. You're not the best cook in our family. You know what it is? It's because you get in there. I remember when you couldn't cook at all, and those was rough days for me when I had to eat the shit that you would make sometimes.
First of all, back in the days, we only had the same routine: spaghetti.
Exactly, because you couldn't make nothing.
Pork chop. Yeah, but hello, you're talking about.
I got tired of that shit.
You're talking about when I was in my 20s, which is now, So what do you mean a 6 or 7 when you lived with me when you were 19? You're about to be 24. So from 19 to 20, first you lived with your father from 10 to 19. Then you came back from 19 to 21 almost, and then you would cry every day for me to cook. So if it was
because you got better,
not all that, why are you asking me to fucking cook for you?
I'm saying I'm bringing you on a scale compared to like Rhea, right? Rhea could cook, right? Kima, right? They could cook a lot of shit, especially the shit that I wanted, that you wasn't really making. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about 2024. We're not talking about past tense. See? We're talking about 2000. Because I want you to let the record show, guys, because I promise you I will not make this motherfucker another meal. Okay? So you said 7, right? Okay.
Like a 7 to 8. Like a 7 to 8. Like 7 to 8.
You went from 6 to 7 to 7 to 8? Nope. But go ahead. Next question.
Because you could cook. It's not you can't cook. It's compared to like the other cooks that we know.
No. This doesn't say that. It says rate my cooking. It doesn't say rate me compared to other people. Okay, next question.
It's not that you can't cook.
Nope,
you could cook.
Nope, you said it. People, you heard him. Now, every time he comes to my house to ask me or call me and ask me, can I cook for him? I'm going to replay this video.
But it's not that you can't cook. You can cook.
No, next. You lost me ever cooking for you in life. Now you have to deal with only your girls cooking. Now go.
What's your favorite memory of me as a child?
Well, we have a couple. My favorite would be...
List them. Give me your top 3 best memories with J Shan.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it, Mom.
Well, let's see. I have to really think about it because we actually split up a lot of time between your father and me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say my favorite memory of us.
You having a hard time?
Yeah, because...
You said there was a few, and now you say, I'm having a hard time.
It's a couple that I don't want to say, but...
They're your favorite memory. What could be so bad about your favorite memory?
Now, some memories make you emotional, and we're on a show, so...
You don't want to cry? Make me emotional, or you emotional?
No, it would make me emotional.
Oh, you want to play the tough guy for the camera? Okay. I've seen you cry.
Yeah, but we're on camera. I'm not going to really say.
It's your favorite. Your favorite.
I'm just saying, when I gave birth to you, it was my favorite memory of us. Hello?
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
How was that?
Mm-hmm.
How long were you in labor for?
I wasn't in labor for too long. You came out when my water broke.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was funny when my water broke, your father was like, oh, look, you peed on the bed. And then your Aunt Ronnie came in and she was like, you're so stupid, her water broke. So now he was like, oh, shoot, all right, blah, blah, blah. So now he goes and the ambulance came and he's fighting with the ambulance and he's like, I don't want to go to no bullshit Bronx hospital. I want to go down to the city. He wanted to go to Lenox Hill. Anyway, so they were telling him, no, we can't go, blah, blah, blah. It's out of our district. So he started fighting it. Basically, they took us. So now when we go, we get in there.
Sounds like my dad. Guys, way at the end.
We get in there and we in the elevator and I throw up on him now, okay? Because I had a hot dog. So now I throw up on him. And he was like, oh, whatever. First you pee on the bed, now you throw up on me. And your aunt, again, it was like stupid. That was her water. So anyways, when we got inside, the doctors checked me and they was like, oh, shoot, his foot is hanging out. So now they...
Oh, your coochie?
Yes.
My foot was... That's nasty as shit.
So now they had to push the foot back up and then they had to put a cup and then they gave me a C-section because you were already coming out. So you was basically breached. So they had to do emergency because you were foot first, not head first. So that was my favorite thing because it taught me. So when it happened, I had an emergency. They gave me too much epidural. So I was paralyzed for like
You had
2
a fucked up experience.
But it wasn't exactly. It was my favorite because I gave birth because, as I told you, that I was a runaway. So it was like a connection that it was our favorite. Like I had my own. I was starting my own family. Okay, so It was my favorite to see you born when you came out. You came out crying. First, they had you covered, and then they put you on me. That was my favorite memory of us when you were born. Okay.
Okay.
As you got older, you used to be on my hip all the time, and that was my favorite. But then you started you started being a little motherfucker, which I mean by that is every little thing, because at this time, me and your father were separated, you used to always say, oh, daddy this and daddy that and daddy this. Oh, daddy, mommy did this. Oh, daddy, mommy was here. Mommy was there. And I'll be like, this little motherfucker don't shut up.
Be snitching on you.
Well, my favorite memory without me crying was when I gave birth to you, okay? But there's some that I will tell you and that you can tell the camera later on, okay?
Why don't you just share them, bro? How you going to tell me to tell the camera? Just share them and don't cry, bro.
No.
You're too old to be crying.
I already shared the one that I wanted. My favorite was when you were born. That's what I said, the experience, okay?
That was very sweet, mommy.
But you didn't even let me finish the story of how once I gave birth to you, that I was paralyzed for a day because they gave me too much epidural. So they had to take blood out of my hand and put it back in my bag.
He was in the bed like this.
Yes. And I was calling your father crying because...
Bring me my son.
No.
Hold him.
I can move my upper part, but not my bottom. But the
so
nurse
like
brought
this.
you... Yeah. Okay. The nurse had brought you in and she left you by the door. And I couldn't go get you. So then I called your father. He was at work and he came. He was flipping on them like, oh. So once they put the blood back, then I could move. But it was very traumatizing. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got the next question, Ma.
How do you pick up girls? What are your pickup lines?
It's a few ways, right? So it depends. It depends. Like if I'm just DMing them, I'll be saying some nasty shit, Ma. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Say some real gross shit to some girls. It depends. Like if you could tell that they're a hoe, I don't want to waste like a good pickup line. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean? I really don't want that. You want me to explain it? I don't know.
No, I don't need you to explain it.
So if she got her ass out, right? And I'm signing up on a picture of her ass, I'm not gonna say, wow, you look beautiful today, right? That's not gonna be my response. My response probably gonna be something like, let me put my face in there. Something like that. You know? Something along those lines. I'm not gonna get too graphic. Now, if it's like a nice girl, I do like cheesy pickup lines, you know, like my dad. I think I get a lot of my game, you know, from my dad. So I think my best pickup lines, I'll probably write my number down like a piece of paper or something. I'll find like a cheesy way to give it to them. Like, oh, I think you dropped this, something like that. That's probably my best pickup line. That worked for me the most. It works. I get a couple of numbers, you know, they text me and shit like that. It works. You not feeling that?
No, I'm just... How did you say you get your best from your father? Like, you've seen him pick up girls? Like, I'm confused because
I seen him do a few.
He doesn't have no really... But, all right, go ahead. You've seen him do a few. Mm-hmm.
So, do you like those? You think those pickup lines are good, bad? Rate those pickup lines for me.
Trash.
On a scale of 1 to 10, trash? How should I pick up girls? Tell me that.
Well, it depends what type of girl you're looking for.
I never asked you, you know? Give me some girl advice. I never asked you.
No, I just told you. It depends what type of girl you're looking for.
Right, so how do I pick up a hussy? And how do I pick up like a girl that I'm
well, if you want to pick up a hussy, I'm sure you learned that from your grandfather already. So you got to just stick to what he showed you about that, okay? If you want to pick up a girl, a female that you're going to actually be with, maybe invite them for coffee, drinks. Well, we know that you don't, but other people drink that. Tea, coffee, a bite to eat, breakfast, but you're never going to do that. That's not you. So
I'm not getting no coochie. You want some tea? You want to go get some coffee, girl? How do I approach? You want to go get some coffee with me? Like, what?
Yeah, because then when y'all start having a conversation, it might end up, it depends, like I said, what type of girl you out with. If you out with the floozy, you might be in the bathroom after coffee. Because you're too, I mean, I don't know. What do you really think that you're, I don't know. Anyways, this is just you blowing smoke up your viewer's ass because you are with your baby mother. So how you saying pick up? I want to know, how did you pick her up? So let's go to that.
We met on Tinder. So it wasn't hard to like, I didn't really have to need a pickup line. We had matched with each other.
And matched with each other.
Right, we matched with each other. And then it's a funny story because, you know, we was just supposed to be cool. Like, we wasn't really trying to mess with each other like that. So one day we were supposed to hang out, but I was already on a date with another girl. So I was texting her and I was like, I'm on a date with this other girl, like, not really feeling it. And she's like, okay, just like let me know when you're done. So I flaked on her that day. Like, I didn't go hang out with her at all. She was mad at me and she didn't want to talk to me ever again. She sent me this long paragraph about how, you know, like, that was mad rude, disrespectful. She's not jacking me, this, that, and the third. And then, you know, I'm smooth. So, you know, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, And then,
do you really think that you're smooth?
I'm smooth, ma. You don't think I'm smooth? Listen, I'm smooth, ma. Let's be honest. How many girls you gonna see me around? I'm a smooth guy, bro. I'm a smooth guy.
Let's talk about how you picked up your ex-wife.
Why do you always want to talk about this girl, bro? Why do you always want to talk about this girl?
I'm trying to see the difference. That's what I'm asking you. How you picked her up and she was your wife to now, because you had a reception. I don't care if the marriage, if you say it was fake, if it never, because it was pandemic, it was still, y'all had a reception of marriage. So I would like to know, how did y'all, you understand?
We wasn't married. It was like a little party that we threw. Right? It wasn't married. It was just a little party. How did I meet her? That's a good question. I don't really remember. I knew that I followed her on Instagram for a long time. We had followed each other back and forth for a while. I don't really remember how we met exactly. I think I had slid up on her story one time. We were just going back and forth talking. I went to her house. The first time we had sex, right? Very first time.
I didn't ask you about sex.
No,
I asked you how she became your wife.
I'm telling you how we got there.
Because you made a whole party saying this is my engagement party / reception. So don't tell me y'all wasn't married. Y'all had a little party, because it was
just a little party. The government didn't know about it. We're not married. I didn't sign no papers.
No, y'all did the marriage online thing. Just because y'all didn't follow through with the papers doesn't mean that y'all wasn't married. But okay.
We wasn't married. You have to go down to City Hall. You have to sign the papers.
Okay.
We would still be married. We're not married now.
Okay. That we know of. But go ahead.
I'm not. You're not
okay. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, ask the next question. That's it. It's your turn now, because
okay, thank you.
This is like.
Why do you always want to talk about this girl, bro?
I just wanted to know, because you said I'm really not interested how you pick up girls. Okay, I've seen you with enough girls that I'm really not interested. So now I get the job done,
right?
Exactly.
That's what matters, my man.
No.
All right, sorry.
We're not cool enough to be agreeing on that.
My bad, sorry.
Because you.
What?
How many girls have I seen you in my house with? Let's think about it. I want to say a good 5 or 6.
That's not bad. That's a good number. It was Isabel. Who else was it? It was that girl Jordan.
Let's talk about, you know what? I want to go back. Let's talk about how...
That's your question.
How the hell did you pick up the crazy Jasmine?
We was in high school. That was like my high school sweetheart. She had a crush on me. You know, I didn't really like her like that, but all my friends were saying I should be with her, and she was always like tricking on me a little bit. So I was like, all right, let me give her a little. Throw a dog a bone.
You did like her because y'all was together for a long time.
I liked her because she liked me. We wasn't together for a long time.
Okay. She even snuck and went to your damn graduation.
She did. That was crazy, right?
But
we was already broken up when she did that.
I know.
And on my birthday when she pulled up to the...
Remember when her mother called you and I had to tell her mother, like, I don't know why you calling, remember? So she snuck. Mm-hmm.
I haven't told them about Jasmine, so I guess I will now.
Yeah.
Jasmine was a girl I dated. Hold on, before we start, let me get some water. I don't know why I left some water bottle.
Maybe you should have bought your own water, bro.
What's mine is yours, mama.
Definitely not, because I don't know where your mouth been, and I don't want to know. Go ahead, you can have it now. Keep going, keep talking.
So, Jasmine was my high school sweetheart, kind of. She was cool. We had gotten a lot of trouble because my dad had caught me and her doing some stuff. He was like, I don't want this little hussy in my house. And so...
Did he catch you?
He did.
How did he catch you? Yeah, if you're going to tell the story, tell it all. Since you want to be having these...
All right, nigga, I was a bad kid. I was a real bad fucking kid in my teen years. So my dad had a camera in the house.
Exactly.
And my dad caught me on camera getting some head from this girl. You happy? That's the part you wanted to hear? So my dad had caught me on camera, right? I thought my dad was sleeping. He was not sleeping. He wasn't. I thought he was sleeping.
That's not what happened. So you tried to...
No, I thought he was sleeping.
Hide through the cameras and thought that you could do something.
No, I thought that he was asleep.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I was in my fucking, I thought he was sleeping. I thought he was sleeping. He was not sleeping. Mm-hmm. And so he caught me. And he was like, I don't want this hussy in my house no more. And so, long story short, we were together for like a year after that. And we broke up. I had this birthday dinner. And she had popped up uninvited, basically. And then at my graduation, she had also popped up uninvited. Just being a stalker after that. So... yeah, but
you can't say she was a stalker after that when you was all lovey-dovey hugged up with her.
And then we broke up. That was my junior year. We broke up my senior
even though she showed up, right, scary and all that, right, you still was like, what you call it, like,
brother, if you break up with somebody,
you was like encouraging her, like, Oh, it's all right, baby. Come on.
I thought it was cute. She was popping up unannounced. I like that shit. She was popping up unannounced.
Exactly. You like crazy girls, right?
I do.
I see. Okay.
I do. That's my shit. Mm-hmm. I do.
All right. Next.
That's my question.
Go ahead.
You talked about it a little bit, but describe me as a kid. What was I like when I was younger?
You were fucking bad.
What made me bad?
No, actually, you were a good kid.
Thank you.
The problem was that no, I'm not saying that you wasn't you was a good kid and you was smart, you was good, but you also was a fucking bad, nosy, fucking tattletale motherfucker. Everything that went on in our fucking house, you told your fucking father, and I hated that. It was like if he was keeping tabs. And we weren't even together. Every single thing J Shan would run and tell his father, like, it was so annoying. I just wanted to beat the shit out of him all the goddamn time. Because he was so
You wanted to or you
nosy.
did? You wanted to or you did?
No, I said I wanted to.
Oh, but you didn't?
No,
okay.
because you
different memory. I don't know.
Yes, because you were fucking tattletale. You would tell that too. Okay? So, like, all right, yeah.
Well, you know where that started? It's because when I was little, right, like 4 or 5, Grandpa was like my number one protector, right? Like nobody could fuck with me. So I learned early that if I tell all y'all niggas, y'all would start treating me right. So every time somebody did something bad, and I could tell Grandpa would always straighten that shit out right away. Like he would never let nobody fuck with me. Whatever I wanted in the house, I was getting it.
Wait, but we talking about two different things.
So when I got older,
telling your grandpa, yes, but telling your dad is two different things.
So when I got older, right, and I wanted something or it wasn't happening or whatever the case was, I tell my dad because I wasn't at Grandpa's house all the time no more. So I just that's where I got that from. So wouldn't be mad at anybody when Grandpa because he fake.
No,
he planted that seed, bro. As soon as because he always had my back. It was nothing that nobody could do in the world.
Exactly, but you telling your grandpa versus you telling your dad everything that happened in the house were two different things. It was like a fucking
telling my dad versus telling your dad, it was different.
Yes, okay. Because my dad is not gonna say it's two different.
Well,
things.
He used to get in your ass. Are you crazy?
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm talking about, but your father, it was like not his business because he didn't live with us. That's what I'm saying. Versus grandpa, nobody cares. Yes, he would exactly be on top of us, but it was two different things. Yep, so I don't know what you think. I don't know.
And I'm not mad about it. Bro, you cannot be skipping questions, bro.
I'm not asking you these questions.
You have to ask the questions, bro.
First of all, okay, how many bodies do you have? I'm never going to ask you this question. This is the fucking stupidest question that you want to ask your mother. So
I don't want to ask. I don't want to know that about you.
No, this is a question for me to ask you, not for you to ask me. Exactly. I'm not asking you this question, okay? So we're going to skip this question because I don't want to know. He can tell you guys later on. Do you want to estimate
like a rough estimate?
No.
Because I don't know the exact number either.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay?
That's fine.
What is your favorite memory of us together?
We have a few. I think my favorite all-time memory, I don't know. I used to just really like hanging out with you when I was a little kid. I remember our favorite movie used to be...
You used to be a Tattletale, but go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Talking about younger than that. We used to live in like 13J. I think that was like my favorite memories. And we used to hang out a bunch. And we used to watch Friday After the Next. And I think that's so funny now because I had no idea what that movie was about. But I really just like watching it with you. And I was fucking 4 or 5 years old watching Friday After the Next. And they talk about all this shit I don't understand. But that was that.
used to call that movie Social Security. You'd be like, "Oh, I want to watch the Social Security movie." We'd be like, "What is he talking about?" But because they was security.
Yeah, but I guess that's my favorite memory of us doing that in the strip club. That was just a great time. How cool was that?
You was very scared.
I wasn't scared. I was nervous.
I know. I'm one of these days. I'm gonna bring the video so I can put it on your thing so they can see how you were.
Because I was nervous, but it's a strip club, brother. It was my first time. I do not know these girls. It's the first time even seeing these girls. They walk up to me and just start shaking their ass on me. What was I supposed to do?
It was one in particular, like I said, that gave the number.
There was no stripper gave me a number, bro.
You're a liar. I have it on film. Okay. She gave you the number. She was like, "Oh."
You must have been fucked up, bro. I don't remember that, bro.
Nah, I wasn't. I recorded you. You the one that was messed up, okay? That's not my first rodeo in the strip club, okay? That was yours.
I guess I fumbled the stripper. I don't know.
No, I didn't say you fumbled her. I just said that she liked you a lot. And I said that you were scared to smack her ass. You were scared
was it the Spanish one?
Yes, the one that was on you the whole night dancing.
I was nervous, bro. I was nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I was nervous. What do you want me to say, bro? I didn't know what to do. It was my first time. My mother is watching me. I don't want to.
I was not watching you, and boy, please. That don't have nothing. I took you to have a good time. You was acting scared. I was telling you smack her ass. I had a great time. I was telling you smack her ass. I was telling you to fucking touch her. That's what you go for, smack ass. Like, nobody told you to grab her pussy, but you gotta smack her ass. You was acting all scared.
I didn't know the rules.
You was throwing the singles like this, like one like this instead of.
I was trying to be conservative with the money. I wasn't trying to just, I was trying to be conservative.
Okay, you're up next.
I just asked you. Did you? No,
I did ask you.
What's our favorite memory together? Okay, that was nice. Okay. What's the stupidest thing you ever stole? I know you be stealing, bro.
I don't steal.
I know you stolen before.
No, I don't. I don't steal.
Who I get that from then? I be stealing.
Not me, nigga. Not me. I never had to steal because my daddy gave me whatever I wanted, honey. That's why I used to always get beat up by your aunt, Aria. She tied me up one time, all that, because I used to tell Grandpa all that, and he used to give me everything I want.
That was your biggest bully, Aria? Mm-hmm. She tied you up. Why she did that to you?
Because I used to tell on her and Junior all the time.
So look, I get it from you.
No.
You mad I used to tell on you? You was telling on them.
No, there's a difference.
What's the difference?
I'm telling our parents. You're telling a parent that you don't tell another parent what's going on in the household. It's two different things. That's what I'm saying. You was telling your father about my business. What happens between you and Autumn and brother and sister is different from what happens between parent telling a kid telling a parent with the other parent. That's like being an informant, bro. Like you was being his informant. Like, that's crazy. I'm glad that you didn't grow up to be one of those niggas. I'm glad that you never was a street nigga, because I would have been like, this nigga used to be an informant in the house, bro. I'm glad that you are becoming a lawyer to help the criminals instead of having to think twice about you being with the criminals. I'm just saying. But yeah, I never stole anything, so I don't know what you're talking about, honey. I don't steal.
All right, so Grandpa got you whatever you want. Tell me more about Grandpa, because I have my own stories with him, but I didn't get to see him. Obviously, how you got to see him?
I think I was his favorite.
You think you was his favorite kid? Mm-hmm. What makes you say you was his favorite?
I think I was.
Mm-hmm. Why do you say that?
I just think I was his favorite all the time. I remember when he got sick. Mm-hmm. Like to the end of it, mm-hmm. And we used to smoke weed. He used to be like, "Y'all always smoking that shit. Y'all always doing this." And he sat there and he took a couple of pulls, and he was like, then the nigga, he was like upset on the side of the bed. So I didn't know what to say to him because he was upset, and I was just told to smoke it, and he smoked it. And he was like, he started coughing, and then he laid down, and Rhea was like, How did she get you to fucking smoke? You never smoked with us. You never did this. I was like, y'all are haters. But I don't know. I think that he was my favorite. He used to always argue with Rhea. Mm-hmm. He used to always, when me and Junior used to get in trouble, because me and Junior is a year and a week apart, right? So we used to, every time he used to beat the hell, when I tell you he used to beat Junior all the time, right? Every time Junior used to get in trouble, I used to just cry and he didn't beat me. But I remember this one time that Junior got bad grades in school, mm-hmm. and Grandpa used to have like a pad, like a stick.
Them old nigga shits.
Yeah, he used to have. So he beat Junior with it, right? Then he told Junior to go out, right? And Junior ran out the room, but he ran to like through the backyard, and he ran through the screen, broke the screen. Grandpa was like, come on back. It was like, and I used to just cry, and Grandpa didn't hit me. He used to be like, oh. So that's why, I think that's why they hated me, because I think he used to always be like, what? And every time he used to come on, I used to tell on him. So I don't know. I think I was his favorite, but the other ones will say different. But go ahead.
It's your turn now to ask me a question.
Another one that I'm not going to fucking ask you. What age did you lose your virginity? I don't want to hear this shit.
But you knew that already.
Okay, but I still don't want to hear the story.
I'm going to tell you the story.
I don't want to hear it. Okay, so let's go to another one.
I'm not going to get into detail about what happened. I'm going to tell you what led up to it.
Nope. Worst punishment I ever gave you.
You didn't really punish me that much. I think it was really... like Grandma used to punish me the most, because you would never really punish me like that. I think the worst. I don't know. I remember you beat my ass one time bad because that time I snuck to the pool with Tyler and Nicholas. You remember? And I went to the pool. I didn't sneak to the pool.
You left without telling anybody?
The story goes, I called you. I left you a message. Back when you had to leave a message on niggas' phones. I left you a message. I said, Ma, Tyler, me, and Nicholas are going to the pool. And I called my dad. And he didn't pick up neither. I left him a message. And I just went. Now, y'all ain't check that message. That's on y'all. But I remember I didn't even get into the pool. Nigga, I walk to the pool by Ogden. The line is, because it's summertime. And we waited dumb long. It was like 2 o'clock in the day. And we online, bro. We just about to get in. Probably like 2 people ahead of us. You in the cars. You and Rhea. You like, J Shan! Trying to ignore you. Act like I ain't here so I can just get in the pool. J Shan, you hear me? That's the first time I think I ever felt myself like get white like as a ghost. And I turned. You didn't even wait till we got home. You started beating the shit out of me in the car, bro. In front of Rhea. We get home. You beat on me again. They tell me to do some stupid shit like clean something. And I'm like, I gotta clean. You just beat me. Why I gotta clean? And then that's like the worst punishment. But I think aside from that, nigga, grandma used to make me stand with books. Dash in the corner. That shit used to blow mine, bro. Every time. If I was doing homework and I didn't get something right, especially if we went over like 2 days in a row. I used to have this thing when I was a kid. I'll never forget. And when I used to say the alphabet, instead of L-M-N-N-O-P, I used to say L-M-and-O-P. She used to get on my ass about that. So she made me stay in the corner with books. That was the worst punishment. Besides that, though, I don't think you really punished me like that. You know, yeah, you ain't really get on my ass like that. You used to make me like go to sleep, no TV. I was bad at some shit, but you think you punished me bad? What's the worst punishment you gave me, you think? Nothing? Yeah, he wasn't a real punisher.
We didn't because most of the time that you went to your father's house, because you thought it was all fun and games over there. Okay?
Well,
so you used to have to do homework, you used to have to clean, you had to go to sleep early. So when you used to go to your father's house, you thought it was all peaches cream.
I used to work at night, so I didn't have to go to sleep early. I was late.
I know, but you used to go on the weekend. Remember, you got to go to school on a weekday.
I was lit. But, yeah, I guess you really didn't punish me. Shout out to you. Let me rock a lot of the time. Fuck with you, you know what I mean?
No, I did a couple of times.
You used to beat me, but that's only when I was going crazy. Like, I used to have to do some outside the box shit.
There's one time that your father had just bought you like some new toys, some new shit, and you did something. And he even pissed me off. I don't even remember what it was, but when he brought you back home and he bought you, I think I threw every fucking thing that he bought you in the garbage right there. That nigga was like,
fucked up.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, yo, I said, I told you be letting him do whatever he wants, and then you're going to bring him toys. I threw it all away. I threw every single thing in the garbage right when he came out the cab. I threw everything away right there. Right? Everything.
It's fucked up, ma. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just asked me that? I asked you. Oh, you just asked me that,
You asked me.
Rank your kids from your favorite to your least favorite. Who's your favorite? Me or Autumn? You only got 2. Right now, who's your favorite?
I'm not answering.
Right now, who's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
Yes, you do, bro.
I don't. You know why I don't have a favorite? I'm telling you why I don't have a favorite.
Who's your favorite? Come on.
I don't have a favorite. I just told you. I don't have a favorite.
Why you don't have a favorite?
Because
I was here first.
No, but that's not it.
You got 12 years extra with me.
One is a girl, one is a boy. I love you guys equally. I don't have a favorite. I don't. The only difference between y'all is that when I raised you, I was young myself. So I didn't have no experience. I was just going with the flow. So it's like the memories that I have with you is that whatever hard times, whatever I went through, it was like you had to go through it with me. See, Autumn doesn't have to because I'm older. So now I already went through it. But whatever I had to go through, you had to go through it with me. That's the bond that we have.
That may be your favorite?
No. And you shouldn't be saying favorite because one thing that
I know my dad's favorite out of his kids.
One thing that your sister always says is that J Shan said he's your favorite because you got his name tattooed and you don't got mine. Which that is not true. I just have not went.
But you have 12 years to get her name tattooed, bro. It's no reason that you don't have it tattooed, bro. Let's be serious now. Come on now. You had it for a long time. 12 years is a long time.
And I haven't got a tattoo.
Kai is a year and some change old, and I got his shit tatted.
That
bro.
don't got nothing.
A year later.
That don't got nothing to do with nothing. I just haven't did it yet. Okay. I just haven't did it yet. But that doesn't make you my favorite over her. What are you talking about?
Bro, you had 12 extra years with me, bro. I just want you to say I'm your favorite, bro.
You're not my favorite. She's not my favorite neither. Y'all are equally my kids.
That's fine. If we equal and I had 12 plus extra years, that's crazy, bro. That's that. How much your favorite? We have extra time together.
That doesn't have nothing. That doesn't have anything to do.
That's your question, bro.
All right, you want to know my favorite? My favorite is Autumn. You wanted to know, now you know. My favorite is Autumn because she's a girl. That's why.
You wanted me to be a girl?
No, I didn't. I wanted you to be a boy.
That's cool.
The honest truth is I don't have a favorite kid. I love y'all equally.
Which one? You said she was your favorite. Now
I'm just saying that because so she could know, so she could see. Because remember, she wanted to see this. So when she sees, she's gonna know because you always put in her head that.
We'll get her name tattoo, bro. Then we'll be even.
Okay, but you guys are even. Don't do that.
Whatever, man.
I just think that I give her.
You don't have it tatted. I'm gonna keep saying it.
It's just different. It's different because you're a boy. You knew a lot. Where your sister, she needs more attention. When you were growing up, you had your father and me. When Autumn's growing up, she only got me. Okay, but you don't even But okay, I can ask you the same thing. Who's your favorite sister? Because you don't even pay or a time with her or anything. So we could blame you too. So who's your favorite sister?
Cut the shit.
Who's your favorite sister?
I spent so much time with Autumn.
Who is your favorite
Autumn
sister?
Autumn is my favorite sister, okay?
Who is your favorite sister?
Autumn is my favorite. Autumn's my favorite sister, okay? And Autumn's my favorite sister.
Who's your favorite kid? Because Autumn was your kid first before Kai.
Obviously my son.
Obviously
my son is my favorite kid, bro. That I know. I'm taking my son over everybody.
But you just said, exactly, see? You just said that you had more time with Autumn now.
I said that to make a case for myself. I should be your favorite because we've been hanging out for 20 almost 24 years. Half your life. More than half your life. That's crazy. Ask your question, bro.
First of all, okay. Okay, let's go. Let's get this one. Who's your favorite parent? Exactly.
I know y'all equally for the same amount of time, though.
No. Who's your favorite parent?
I don't have a favorite parent.
Yes, you do. Your father's your favorite. Stop lying.
My dad's not my favorite. I love you both the same.
Exactly what I just said about your sister, but you don't.
But I've known y'all the same amount of time. You only know Autumn for talk. She's brand new, basically. That's like your new friend. I'll be your friend for dumb long.
No,
we was friends since the sandbox.
No,
that's like your high school friend, bro. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
The only thing I can say about what you're saying is I don't have a favorite. Realistically, I can only just say that I protect her more than I protect you because she needs it more than you. Because you're the boy and she's the girl.
Fair enough.
And you always had your father equally protecting you. Whereas if I needed protection, I feel like, yes, her father will come through, but I feel like you're going to be there quicker than him because you're like her father to her also. So therefore, that's what we could say. Okay. Well, anyways, let's keep going before I start getting...
Go ahead, bro.
I already asked my question, so go ahead.
You have no more questions? That's why you can't skip questions, bro.
No, I'm not skipping. Have you ever snuck a girl over, done something while I was home? Nope, not in my house. So you better choose your fathers because I know for a fact you never snuck a girl over to my house. Come on now.
Not while you.
I was there. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it says. While I was home.
I think you know the story though. When I brought that girl to my house, my first girlfriend Isabel.
Yeah, but it wasn't my home.
It was your house.
No.
When I brought it to your house, right?
I was there.
Right.
It says snuck a girl over.
Well, done something while you was there. Right?
Done something exactly, but.
So you was there, and we went to like the stairs, and, you know.
So I wasn't there.
It's your house still.
No, now you have to make that as your father. Have you done something?
I was always sneaking girls in the house. Oh my God, I don't think it was a time I didn't sneak a girl in the house. That was just my thing. You know why? Because I didn't have to sneak anybody over to your house because you used to just let me go places, right?
No, because I was more open. Your father is very strict.
Yeah, he didn't let me go nowhere. So like,
he didn't let you go nowhere. He didn't let you do anything without his supervision because your father was very strict.
He was, but he was just scared, bro. He was just scared because a lot of stuff happened to him when he was in the streets. So
I know he was scared. No, I think that he was overprotective too.
Yeah.
But I mean, him being overprotective was good for you in a way because you was never in the streets.
Yeah.
And bad for you in a way because certain lessons you have not learned and you're gonna have to learn.
What lessons I learned?
Along the way.
What I learn?
You learn.
Like what?
When you have to defend these criminals, you will learn. Okay, go ahead, next. But you still didn't answer this one.
What?
Have you ever snuck a girl over and done something while I was home? But it won't be me home. It will be your father. So because you still got to answer you got to still answer this.
If I did something while my dad was home, I didn't sneak her over. He knew that she was there, and he probably just went to sleep. My dad used to go to sleep a bunch. He was always sleeping because he used to work overnight, so he was always fucking tired. So he used to sleep a bunch, and I did a bunch of stuff while he was home with girls. Like that girl, who we used to date in the 90s? Eileen, remember Eileen? Mm-hmm. Her daughter, Aaliyah, right? Used to date her. She used to come over all the time. He used to fall asleep. He was like, oh, I know she's a good girl. She was not a good girl. She was fucking and sucking while he was sleeping, bro. It was nasty. She was gross. But yeah, that's what happened. That was probably the only time that I snuck a girl. But I did something while he was home. And then while he was like out of the house. He did a
lot of things while he was home. That's why he caught you on the videos or like.
That was the only time he caught me. He never caught me.
I know, but you still. But I'm just saying a lot of times.
Let's just say I have a good record. Let's say I think I probably snuck maybe like 10, 12 girls over. He only caught me one time. I feel good about that. I'm happy with those numbers.
Okay.
That's a good record. For $1 million, would you date my dad again?
No.
Not for $1 million. $1 million is a lot of money, Ma. Well, obviously not now. He's in jail right now. It would be hard for y'all to maintain a relationship. If my dad was not in jail, would you be with my dad again?
No.
Not for $1 million?
No. I would not.
How did y'all meet? Y'all have different stories. I heard his story. I never really heard your story. He always tells me one story. I never heard your story. How did y'all meet?
I don't even remember. I met him somewhere. I don't even remember. I think we was at a party or somewhere. I don't remember a gathering or something. I don't remember. I try to block those memories out, Papa. Sorry.
Not for $1 million you did my dad. Not my dad then. My dad today. You wouldn't date my dad today?
Nope.
For $1 million?
It's too much history there. No, I would not date him. We're friends though. We're cool now, but guess the crazy thing is that it took. First of all, your father and me only became friends when you were over 18 because he couldn't control the situation no more. Okay, so there in itself, I would not date him for $1 million. No, I would not.
About for $10 million.
I gotta think about it.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money, bro. That changed your life.
And I still would have to think about it.
That's
okay, because I know what it comes with. Okay,
that's fucked up.
Okay,
go ahead. You got the next question. We have the same amount of questions, so if I still have questions, you should still have questions, bro.
Do you do drugs?
I don't do drugs no more, Ma. There was a time where I was doing a lot of drugs.
What kind of drugs?
I was smoking a little weed here and there. I wasn't really a weed guy.
All right, so let's get to that. For you to say that, right, it gets me mad, right? Because we used to always tell you, right,
I know,
that you could smoke, but it had to be in the house so we can know. And you used to always deny, say, oh, no, I don't do this. Oh, no, I don't do this.
Because I wasn't when I didn't smoke when I was in high school. I probably smoked maybe like 3 times ever in high school. That I smoked.
And Drado told me I used to smoke with him and all that.
No, bro. He
spilled the beans.
Me and Drado wasn't smoking.
Sorry,
that's my man. He was snitching. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry, Drado.
Probably like my senior year of high school.
Sorry, Drado, but he was like.
I really wasn't smoking like that.
No, you still did it
in high school. I probably smoked,
but you kept on denying
maybe like 5 or 10 times ever in high school. And really, it was all towards my senior year of high school. Then when I started to go to parties and shit like that, niggas was smoking. I was just smoking, smoking my mans. Now, in terms of other drugs, there was a time I was just Percocets, bro. Just anytime I get my hand on a Percocet. I had to stop that shit when I had a kid, but before I had a kid.
I know you used to always fake your back hurt and
that was my favorite thing. My back, my fucking back. My back wasn't a little bit of pain, but I ain't need no Percocets, man. I don't know what was wrong with me. Just wanted to get high, bro. I didn't like really smoking weed. It didn't give me the kind of high I liked. I had Percocet. But then I had a kid, and I was like, you know what? I can't be doing that shit no more, so I ain't taking perks since I had that surgery.
I only have 3 questions left, so.
I think I only have 3 questions left, too. 1, 2. I might only have 2 questions left.
Yeah, and then I'm next, so go ahead, because you went before me. That's why.
Oh, yeah. How did you find out you was pregnant with me? How'd you find out you was pregnant with me, Ma? I know a little bit of the story. I don't know the whole story. I only get one side because you don't talk about this. So now I get to know. How'd you find out you was pregnant with me, Mama?
Well, first of all, your father was married. Okay. Okay.
Did you meet his wife? You ever met her?
Yeah.
What was she? She was a doctor?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker.
Yep, she was a doctor. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So she found out about me, whatever. She wanted all of us to meet, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
How'd she find out about you?
I don't know.
He was blowing up his pager. Y'all old as shit. Y'all was using pagers?
He found out about whatever because he wanted to move out. He was, at the time, he was living with your sister Janae and her.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, she wanted to meet or whatever. So then when she found out about it, she was like, oh, we all got to go get tested because y'all, all of us sleeping around, whatever. So now, like an hour later, the doctor came and the doctor was like, oh, everybody's clean except her. She got something. They was talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, the fuck I got? Like, I know you lying. Like, and they was like, no, nothing bad. And then he was like, come on, I'll talk to you alone because it's 3 of y'all. And I was like, no, say it right here. And she was like, oh, she's pregnant. So now his wife was like,
my dad and his wife.
And so his wife was like, no, check again, whatever,
Damn.
blah, blah, blah. So then we all got in the car together and she was like, drop her home so we could talk or whatever. And your father was like, no, I'm gonna drop you home and I'm gonna take her home, whatever. At this time I was sitting in the back of the car and she went crazy. So basically she took the clubs that you used to on the wheel. So she takes the club and she tries to hit your father. And he's driving at this time. So now, she misses him, right? And she hits me. Okay, boom. So now she hits me. So now your father grabs her and tries to get her out the car. Boom. So now when he tries to get her out the car, she has, at the time my hair was long, she was pulling my hair through from the back seat. It was like a whole drama. So that's how I found out with your with your stepmother. Well, she wasn't your stepmother because by the time you were born, she was going. Yeah. But yeah, that was like the crazy. And she's so ugly. But go ahead. Anyways, I don't care.
She was lame.
Yeah, but she was still ugly. Exactly why your father got work because she was a doctor, but she was ugly. Anyways, go ahead.
And so how did?
That's how I found out that I was pregnant. Okay. What's the worst you ever treated a girl?
No, Mom, I'm a nice guy. I think the only time, I don't know, man. I try to be nice to girls, but sometimes there was this one girl. She really liked me. I can't even tell you her name right now. I forgot her name. She really liked me. She was so cool. It was when I was living by myself on 86th Street. She was real nice to me. I had talked to her when I was like 16. She would just do basically whatever I wanted to. I would just treat her so bad, man. I would just kick out after we was done, like, what we had to do. So I hit the road. She always catch me, like, talking to different girls. I would be like, that's just me. I feel horrible about that. That's not a nice story, but, yeah, I did treat her pretty bad. And that's not how I should treat a lady. Shame on me, right? Let me pop out.
Mm-mm.
So, I have treated some girls not so well, but for the most part, I try to be like a nice guy, but I guess at that time, say what you gotta say. What?
Nothing. I'm just thinking because you treat all your girls kind of fucked up, though.
All of them?
Yep, all of them.
I treat all of them fucked up?
Yeah, in the beginning, you wine and dine them and think that you're, but like, you're like, whatever,
Okay, so
I see it in you. You just do. You be like, oh, that's your problem. Too bad. So sad. Like, get with the program.
When do I do that? Talk about it.
Come on, bro. You do that with your girls.
When?
You've done it a lot.
When? Name a time.
Yeah, we don't have to go into detail. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're just like at a certain point, you just is like, oh, I'm ready to go. Like, change. You try to change girls like how you change your damn drawers. Like,
I do get over it at a certain time.
That's what I mean by you treat them bad. Like,
what am I supposed to do?
And then be like, oh, I love you. You be like, oh, well, like.
I think we don't know where I love you around them.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you treat them bad because you shouldn't be leading girls on.
I don't lead them on. Sometimes I'll be like, maybe I do love this girl, but it just be like in the time of having fun, and then it just get.
But love and in love boring. Is two different things.
I feel you. I hear you. Right.
How many more years before you start making the real bucks?
Like 2 years.
When you become
A lawyer.
But you ain't gonna become a lawyer in 2 years. You gotta take the baby bar, the real bar.
No, it's a test to get into law school, and then it's the bar. It's only 2 tests.
Yeah, the baby bar. That's what they kind of call it, the baby bar. Okay. What is it called?
The LSAT.
Yeah, that. And then the real thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Which they say most people fail.
The bar? Niggas be passing
the
that
first
shit.
one. They said the first one.
The LSAT?
I didn't say you.
You don't fail the LSAT.
Okay.
You get a good score at bachelor. It's like the SATs.
Yeah, okay.
You fail. You just get a score.
But then you got to take it again. You can't take it again for a whole another year.
Your score determine what kind of school you get into. That's why it's important. So if I want to get into a good law school, I got to get a good grade. If I want to get into a regular one.
Okay. Grade. But you're graduating this year, but when you graduate, you'll have your master's and your bachelor's.
No, just my bachelor's.
But I thought it was the master's and the bachelor's with the program that you got in.
They kicked me out of that shit, man, a long time ago, bro.
They kicked you out of it a long time ago.
Kicked me out of that shit, bro, in like 2022.
So just my you see, guys, to see things that I don't know about him, you know? He gets people pregnant. He gets...
I told you when I got her pregnant.
He get kicked out of school.
I didn't get kicked out of school. I got kicked out of the program that would have gave me my bachelor's.
But why did you get kicked out of the program?
I was fucking up.
But why were you fucking up?
Because when school stopped, I was doing great. I had like a high GPA because I think the GPA requirement is like 3.5. I had like a 3.7. My shit was high. But then when COVID happened and I stopped going to school, it was over, bro. Kick me out of that shit. I
don't think that's when you started failing.
That is when I started failing.
I think when your father got arrested, you started failing.
No, I never failed. The only time I failed the class, I didn't fail my first. You
stopped going for a little while when he got arrested.
No, I was still going. I stopped going during COVID. 2020, I didn't go. 2021, I didn't go. Right? I was just working. Yeah. I was working. I was selling shoes, and I was doing my other shit on the side to get money. And I was just making all that money, and then school was like in the back of my head. Like I was like, I'll go back when I go back. I was supposed to be done.
I know that already.
So yeah, that's when it started.
But I never knew that you got kicked out of that
program.
The program.
It's called the BA MA program. I got kicked out. So it's quiet. You disappointed that I got kicked out? You disappointed that I got kicked out?
I mean, this is the first time that I heard about it. Yeah, I am because they only chose a certain amount of kids to get in there, and you fucked it up. So I did mean, it's the first time that why you never said that you got kicked out?
You live and you learn. You know what? I don't know
exactly
because I wasn't even thinking about when COVID happened, right? And then I was doing other stuff. I'm not gonna get into that. I was doing other stuff to get some money, right? I was like, like I don't need this shit. Like I wasn't really thinking about school as a priority, so I had stopped going. So like it had gone without saying. If I stop going to school, my grades fall, and then I'm out the program. So, yeah, that's what happened to my program. But yeah, I did fuck it up. It was an opportunity. I fucked up, and that's, you live and you learn. I was like 20, 21. I fucked up. It was bad. I wouldn't have done it again. If I could have, I would have did it, would do it differently, but I didn't.
Okay. You ever lied to me about where you were?
Nah, I never had to lie to you. I would keep it 1,000 with you because you was really, like, if I just told you I was going, what I was doing, you would tell me, like, I don't really want you over there, but at the same time, you just let me rock. Like, you never was on my ass like that. Oh, here's my last question. Is there anything you wish you could have done different while you was raising me? Anything that you wish you could change or did different?
I mean, there's a lot of things because I raised you. I had you, like I said, I was 17 pregnant. I was living place to place, but also I went through a rough time and I had to learn. I don't think that I would do stuff different. I think I would make a wiser choice, but me making a wiser choice, then maybe I wouldn't have had you because.
Damn.
I'm not referring to you. I'm referring to and meeting your father. Then I wouldn't have you. That's what I'm talking about. I said, why? That's what I mean by wiser choice. Because if I didn't meet him, then I wouldn't have had you, right? Hello. That's just like you saying that if you didn't meet.
I said why you was raising me. That's what I said.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you could have done something different, why you? I'm already here.
I know.
Like you said, if I could have done something different.
Okay, when you was raised. No, I never. Sorry, you know what? I'm stuck somewhere else right now. I'm stuck somewhere else.
Said maybe if I could do something different, nigga, you wouldn't be here.
No, that's not. I wasn't. The only reason why I say you wouldn't be here is because if you had a different parent, you wouldn't be you.
I'm talking about. It said the question says.
All right, say it again. Okay, say it again.
Anything you wish you would have done differently while raising me. I'm already here.
I don't. Okay, so that's why I started saying that. Okay, exactly. Why I got to that point is because it was hard because I was young raising you, but also it was hard sharing the responsibility with your father. Okay, because your father. One thing I can never take away from your father is that he was a good father. Okay, but as a man. I would never have chose your father to be my man. That's why I said $1 million, $10 million. I would never get back with him, okay? Because as a man, he was not. But I could never take away that he was a good father. Yes, he was very controlling of every situation. Yes, he always wanted to be in control. Yes, he was very overprotective. But that was the part that I say that was more, that I could deal with more because I knew that he was not going to play about you. You understand? Like anything happened, your father was coming. He didn't care who it was. It would be 5, 10, 15 people. He don't care. He don't care who did it. He was going to come. So I mean, if I did things raising you differently, I really can't tell you that. I think I would I just think that I would have, I feel like maybe I would have tried to like move to another state with you, like put you more into sports because you swear you could play ball, but you really can. Like, maybe I would have made you like a LeBron or somebody, Steph Curry. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of things I wish that I would have did better of you growing up, but at the same time, I'm glad that it was you that was there with me to grow, like we went through whatever versus your sister. If I could say that.
Because that's your favorite.
She's not my favorite. But who you think could handle it more? Your sister. Your sister has a disability. So she wouldn't be able to handle certain stuff that you handled, right? So that's the whole thing.
You're right.
What's my best quality as a mom?
I love a lot of things about you, Mom. I don't think I would ever pick anybody else to be my mom. Stop crying, bro. I don't think I would ever pick anybody else to be my mom. I think my favorite qualities, because there's a bunch. I think you always made me feel like there was nothing I did that was like I can't come back from it. Like you always made me feel like I could tell you something, and then if I tell you, like it's not that bad, right? Like it's okay. Like it's gonna like shit. Like it'll move on after that. Like shit'll pass. That's my favorite quality about you. And then I think you really taught me how to be tough. Like you would never let me cry, but like not in a bad way. You was just always telling me like there's nothing like to cry over. Like you don't have to cry. I think that's my favorite quality about you. You told me how to be tough, and you told me like it's not like permanent. Like if I do something bad, I do something wrong, it's okay. I can just make up for it next time. I can do something right. Like life goes on. I just have to do better next time. I think that's my favorite quality about you as a mom. That you never make it seem like no matter what I do, like it's not like a life-ending mistake or like I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that's my favorite quality about you as a mom. I think that's it. There's no more questions. You okay? You want me to hug you? You want to hug?
No, we're not cool like that.
I know we don't really hug like that. We don't really hug like that.
The crazy thing is, the crazy thing about our relationship is that I had to raise you while being young and trying to raise myself, right? Yeah. But at the same time, it's like I always taught you that you could come to me for anything because I was you could drink, you could smoke, you could do whatever as long as you're doing it in the house. Or you could tell me something because we could work it out. Whereas I felt like you always had to hide stuff from your father because he didn't approve of.
My dad made me feel like everything I did was like fucking the end of the world, bro.
Exactly, certain things. So I tried to have a friendship with you at the same time, but at the same time, it's like it's certain things like your temper. Your temper is kind of sort of like my temper. Man. Even though I'm a Taurus and you a Gemini, you
my temper is not that bad. What's the worst time my temper really got out of hand?
A lot of times.
I don't have no time. Okay, the only time I can think about is that time in the car where that nigga hit us in the car. Well, he hit us and I was mad because he had just hit us in the car. But now that I think about it.
No, but you still have a temper. Like, what I'm saying is like, okay, like you have to learn certain things. Like, you can't react to everything all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I tried to be more of your friend because we was young at that age. Then that's why I say I don't have a favorite. Like, you know that how I don't play about you. I don't play with your girlfriends about you. I don't play with nobody, your other family about. I don't play with none of them. So you just already know how I am. And I definitely don't play about your sister because I feel like I'm the mother and father. So I don't know.
I agree.
I just regret that you spend. The only thing I regret about raising you, and I think that I could have did better. Like I probably could have tried to make amends with your father so that we spend more time than we actually did.
Yeah.
But not make amends to get back together. Don't get it confused, okay?
As a kid, I think from right when I was like, probably up until I was like 10, once I started living with him, right? Right before then, nigga, I was dying for y'all to get back together. I was like, bro, I had one wish in the world. I wish y'all to get back together. But then once I started to see how y'all probably was not meant to be together, like y'all interactions with each other just weren't, like y'all just two polar opposites in personality. I was like, damn, I'm glad y'all didn't get back together. Because it probably would have been worse if y'all was together because y'all just didn't mesh like together. Like in that thing, y'all meshed as parents, right? Y'all was good as parents together, right? Y'all was able to, like, if I was in trouble, my dad could call you and y'all could talk about it. And y'all could, like, go through that shit that me and my baby mother probably gonna go through. But at the end of the day, like, y'all wasn't meant to be together. And I think that I learned that as I got older and I saw y'all interact. So it was a tough pill for me to swallow as a kid, but I had to come to terms with that. That's how you want to end your episode? Anything you want to say to end your episode?
No.
No, that's it.
It's been real, guys.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking this really awkward ride. I learned some stuff about my mom. I'm sure she learned some stuff about me. I lost my virginity when I was 13, ma. 8th grade. I was like April. 8th grade. Now you know. There's no story. It's no like, I don't know why you didn't want to know. It's no like.
I already knew.
Right, but it's no like nasty story. Like
I know, but I didn't want to hear the story. You can leave that to yourself, okay?
Well, y'all know the story. And so make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one, y'all. Be easy. That's all you want to say? All right, we out of here.
It goes like this, looking for a bed in the pot for the piss, regulating so a nigga don't miss with the voice so go and the style mad crisp, I got it. Let me talk my shit.